Hey guys, sorry I had to take off Monday. I actually had a procedure done called UAE, or also known as uterine fibroid embolization. It's a non-surgical procedure, but it also helps. Even though it's non-surgical, you still need about 4 to 5 days to recover. It pretty much treats fibroids by blocking the blood flow to the actual fibroids. It wasn't a bad procedure, actually. It was pretty quick. It took about an hour and a half for me. The setup was probably longer than anything else, but definitely got through it. I was happy that everything came out good. No issues with the anesthesia, because it's always scary, because they love to have you sign that your death certificate right before the procedure is done. Unfortunately, it always gives you a little bit of hesitation, right, to do anything. But I'm back. I'm good. I'm happy that everything came out well. So I figured I'd do a video today all about just how things have changed. Since this election is over now, I have to do my research when it comes to the type of healthcare that's going to be available in the future, in the upcoming future for both of my girls. It's scary because of the unknown, obviously. Having two kids with disabilities is always a hurdle. It's always a challenge, especially for a working mom. So it's really difficult, because having private insurance is one thing, but Medicare also helps a lot my oldest daughter. So it's going to be something that hopefully is not going to be too disturbing. But again, I guess this video is more for just kind of, hey, just make sure that you're aware of what's coming, and try to kind of find out what type of changes are coming. Right now it's going to be a big challenge, right? So hello, and welcome if you are new to my channel. Welcome back if you're a seasoned subscriber. On Mondays I do videos all about fashion, accessories, just stuff that I love, and I owe another video to you guys for. And then on Fridays I do videos all about my daughter's healthcare, which is their challenges and what they overcome when it comes to TSC and FSGS. TSC being tuberous sclerosis complex, and then FSGS is a form of kidney disease. And again, I'm working on how to say FSGS out right. I'm not even gonna try. But they're both, unfortunately, neither of these diseases are curable. We can only address the actual symptoms of the actual diseases. So if you're interested, please hit that little subscribe button and hit that little bell so you can be notified on all of my latest videos. And please don't forget to hit the like button and comment below so that you can help me with the algorithm gods and help me continue to grow my challenge and get my word out. Let's get started. Okay, so first let me start a little bit of about what UAE is, and then I'll go a little bit into the healthcare thing. I know I'm kind of a little bit all over the place today, but I just wanted to kind of give you some insights, especially for us ladies, that as we continue to get a little bit older, you're going to run into certain circumstances, certain situations. Fibroids are very common for ladies or women as they get older. And it all depends, right? So you can have fibroids with little to no impact. With me, unfortunately, it became to a point where I was... cover your ears. I was bleeding excessively, so it wouldn't stop. So it was continuously, and I was going on for about a month and a half before I finally said, okay, something's wrong. Went to go see my doctor, and we had initially we did another procedure, the procedure called myomectomy. Obviously it's just a surgical procedure to try to remove the actual fibroid. It didn't work for me because my fibroids were so big or so large. So we decided to go with a UAE, which is the uterine embolization. So with this process, catheter is inserted into an artery in the groin. It could be or your arm. Small particles are injected into the blood vessel that supply the fibroids. It pretty much like blocks the blood flow, right? Or like chokes the actual fibroid, and it causes the fibroid to shrink. Now, that procedure actually went perfect for me. The original procedure, the myomectomy, did not. Unfortunately, I kept bleeding, but this was just something that I was trying to avoid a hysterectomy. Not because I want to have any more children. Clearly, I'm at the back end. I'm not interested. I could probably still, but I'm not interested. This is just because I didn't want to go through the procedure of an actual hysterectomy, because there are some downfalls. Obviously, I don't have a gallbladder. I only have one kidney. I just want to avoid removing any more organs. And I just put it like that, right? So it's why I chose to go this way. UAE is actually probably one of the safer procedures. It's really the biggest thing about that is obviously excessive bleeding. You just got to be cautious where it can become a scenario where too much bleeding, you can catch an infection, bruising. Obviously, the scary part is always the anesthesia, and that's with any procedure. So the biggest factor was, just making sure that, you recover properly. So I did need a couple of days. I was in a lot of pain, so I was in a lot of pain medications and antibiotics, hence why I missed my Monday video, and I apologize. I know that the hurricane passed a couple of weeks ago, and I had to kind of catch up on my videos, and I'll do the same this week. It's just I needed time to recover. Medications had me like passed out for a couple of days. Just been a lot, a big old crazy past few days. So, but I'm back. I'm good. I'm feeling great. Something to consider. This procedure is definitely something to consider if you are dealing with fibroids, and just something that you can use, or this process, or utilize this procedure versus having to go full blown straight to a hysterectomy. Doctor said that everything went great, and hopefully everything looked good. If anything changes, I'll give you like a 3-month update, let you know where I'm at, and then we can kind of discuss, hey, well, how did it go? It was literally just a cut in my groin area, and bleeding a little bit, and I was okay. So just the recovery process, definitely pain. You're gonna have to give yourself a few days to recover. Okay, so let's get to healthcare. Whenever a new administration comes in, you always have to be prepared to stay ahead of whatever changes your healthcare provider is going to pretty much be sending you or letting you know what's going on, right? Especially for me, I have an adult child still on my insurance because she's disabled, as well as my youngest. So as the state laws change, or as the healthcare laws change, you want to definitely stay on top of that. One of the biggest struggles that I dealt with is my youngest daughter, actually both my youngest and my oldest daughter were both on my healthcare as well as their father's healthcare, right? So what ended up happening was about 5 years back, actually 4 or 5 years back, the health insurance policy, my health insurance company the health insurance at my organization or my company changed to a new provider. So with that being said, the provider under their father's policy was still supposed to be secondary, because the way it works is that my birthday's first. So if you are a married couple, you each have health insurance. Please note that the policy holder with the birthday that's first I'm not talking about the year, I'm talking about the month. So for example, if my birthday is in January and my spouse's birthday is in December, my policy are supposed to be the primary, no matter what. That's the state law. So what the new insurance company that I had was trying to say that since they were the new provider, they were supposed to be secondary. But in fact, that wasn't the law. The law is that if the provider, the one that's holding the policy, which is me, says my birthday was first, my policy came first. And then they were supposed to charge a secondary policy, which was my girl's father. So let's just put it like this. It was an absolute nightmare. It was about 6 months before I was able to actually get this fixed in the system. I literally logged 24 phone calls. I spoke to 6 different supervisors, and I had to resubmit 200 bills. So when I say 200 bills, I mean literally every doctor visit, every single doctor visit. And you have to understand that we go to the doctor 2 to 3 times a month. not only that, but it also came back with anything that was charged from the time that new policy kicked on to when it was when I finally got it corrected. They kept sending back the bills. So when I say 200 bills, I'm talking about it was like on average I would have to send back 10 to 15 bills of the same bill back over and over and over again. I never gave up because I knew that I was paying into a policy, their father was paying into a policy, we were going to get our stuff covered. But the level of frustration, because of all the people that I spoke to, were kept telling me that it was fixed in the system, and it never was. And my bill kept getting rejected, because one insurance will say, no, they're supposed to cover this. No, this insurance will say they're supposed to cover that. So yeah. So a suggestion for you guys beforehand, if you do have two policies, just make sure that you contact your insurance company as soon as you get your new policy. Talk to them, let them know this is what's going on. The other policy, whoever it is, their date of birth is this. You guys are supposed to be primary, and get that squared away right away. Do not wait 3 months in when you start receiving your first bill, because trust me when I tell you, it's going to be a nightmare. It's really important to also, as you go to the doctor, make sure you get a receipt, or you get a statement to let you know, hey, these are the dates. Right after you get your new policy, start keeping track of those bills, because if anything gets rejected, at least you know the dates that you went, and you can keep track of those bills whenever you go or you can keep track of the statements as you go about, so that way if you need to cross-reference your bill with any statements that are being rejected, you can at least cross-reference, and you know, hey, no, I had this statement when I received my new insurance card. What I found myself doing too is unfortunately, I wasn't sure when the new policy started, and then I'd have to backtrack and try to find my other insurance. It was a nightmare. So I would highly recommend also keep a copy of your original insurance. So not only have a copy of the card of your new insurance, also keep a copy of your old insurance make a copy, put a statement on it, write some notes on it, keep it in your cabinet or wherever you store all your medical stuff. Note on there the last day of your insurance policy, when it expired, because you want to make sure that you keep track of the dates that you originally had your old insurance versus your new insurance. Now this was a freaking nightmare for me, because the policy had already been in place for about 3 to 4 months, like I said before, and it started becoming really frustrating because I was chasing old bills around, and I was trying to find what bills went with what statement, and then dates were all off, and then I have to chase them around. Then I'd have to go onto the old insurance's website to pull old information, and sometimes they were trying to lock me out at one point, so I was having a hard time trying to pull that data. It was a nightmare. So highly recommend. I'm a lot more structured with my documentations now. I keep an eye on all of my information, bills, documents, anything that I need. So I'm a lot more organized now. So whenever I go to the doctor's appointment, I have a statement, I have a copy of the payment, or if I paid, really important to keep a statement together. Keep it in a folder, so that way you know what you paid. Is also good to keep track of that for tax purposes, right? Because all of that is tax deductible. All of your medical bills are tax deductible, by the way. So so the moral of the story is, more than likely, our health insurance is going to be changing tremendously in the next coming months. It's going to be probably a nightmare. Hopefully it's not anything critical or anything major. Make sure you understand your policies. Make sure you understand what's covered, what isn't. Hopefully, the one thing that does scare me is I definitely, for my girls, is the denial of any pre-existing conditions when it comes to insurance. Because if my oldest daughter goes and gets a new job, having been on dialysis and stuff like that, not sure that she would be covered. So scary times, yes. But hopefully there won't be any major or any big changes. So we should be okay, everybody. Yeah, fingers crossed. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed my video. I hope this was informative. And again, I will catch up to my one video, and we can go over my my fashion update from for Tuesday. I did get this really cute white coat and this burgundy, no, I guess it's more brownish blazer. I wanted to show you guys. I got it because my best friend is getting married, so I wanted to kind of share in that excitement. I'm so happy for her. She's definitely had a long, tough life, and she so deserves to be tremendously happy, and I can't wait to be a part of that joyous event. She was there for me, and I will definitely be there for her on her day, on her big day. So thank you. Please don't forget to subscribe, hit that little bell so you can be notified on all of my latest videos, and please don't forget to hit that like button and comment below. Let me know how you're doing. Hope you're doing okay. Hope you're all having an amazing day. I don't want to forget to say that. I hope that you are at peace, and that everything good that is coming comes rapidly and in all excess all over the place, and just sprinkle you with all the happiness in the world, okay? And please don't forget to focus through and evolve. Ciao.